a lovely way to spend a special day. Welcome, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us today. It is the wedding anniversary for Mr. InStitches and I, and it's a blustery, wet, rainy day out there, so we thought we would hang out inside and just sort of do some fun things, just the two of us. And then we thought, you know what, let's have a party. So, thanks for joining us in our little impromptu wedding anniversary party. We thought we would make some pumpkins today, or at the very least, I will make some pumpkins, and Mr. InStitches will troll me. And all of you are welcome to hang out and make some along with us. So welcome! We hope you're all looking forward to a nice laid-back kind of a crochet party. I hope you can all hear us and see us. I'm pretty sure Mr. InStitches unmuted my mic this time. Mr. InStitches?
Hello everyone. Yes, I remembered to unmute your mic, okay, so you should be coming through loud and clear.
Great.
And hopefully I'm coming through. I'd like to quickly thank some people that sent us some stuff while we were waiting to start.
Yes.
So let me see if I can pull up this list here. Hello. So shout out to Jojo for the membership milestone.
Thank you, Jojo.
Karina, who renewed membership, thank you. And Nico just sent a membership gift, so thank you. Thank
you to Nico. And Shanine has won it. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. And everybody, if you are still wondering about the gifted memberships and how that works, if you're live in the chat with us as you are right now, make sure that you haven't, that little button that should say allow gifts on this channel, you have to click it. It should pop up somewhere. And if you have that clicked, then you are entered into the sort of algorithmic raffle system. So if somebody generously purchases a gifted membership, then you have an opportunity to win it. And that is how it works.
And just so you know, we are getting the thumbs up for sound and video.
Great.
So that's good.
Jamie, a member for 43 months from Alpaca. Thank you. That's the membership milestone. Welcome. Thanks for being here. And Connie, a member for 54 months. Thank you, Connie. Happy anniversary and many more. Thank you so much. All right, and just before we get started, I just want to let you know we're going to be making our falling leaves pumpkin today. I absolutely love this textured pumpkin. We have a tutorial on it, so this is going to be the long form crochet along, but once this has become a finished video, we'll make sure the original tutorial is linked down below if you want a short recap of it. We are going to do the back loops only version of this pattern today, so you can make it like this, like we did in the original, or you can do back loops only like I'm going to do today. And we have 12 different crochet pumpkin related projects, and all 12 of the corresponding patterns are on sale in our Etsy shop this weekend for 30% off. So if you're interested in picking up a cute little pumpkin pattern, or 2 or 3, they're on sale. And since you're here live with us, you know about it. So it's like a little hidden sale. Oh my gosh, look at all of these goodies coming in here in the live chat.
I'd also like to remind everyone we also have our pumpkin themed, I don't know if it's October or Halloween, fall themed coloring sheet on sale with the pumpkin. So
yes,
it should be showing up on the screen there.
Yes. Mr. InStitches has a very talented sister who likes to illustrate things, and she has drawn some signature coloring sheets for us, and one of them has some really cute pumpkins in it, so that's also included in the sale.
So I'm going to let you catch up because we just got a flood of memberships and super chats, if you want to call those out.
So I would like to thank Connie for gifting a membership, exactly what I was just talking about, and it looks like Sandy has won it. So thank you, Connie. Congratulations, Sandy. Hello, Anna Kate, with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Happy anniversary and many, many happy years to such a sweet couple. Thank you so much. Mr. closed our poll. We were wondering from the chat before we got live about whether you were a red wine, a white wine, or a sweet wine kind of person. Looks like 62% of you are into sweet wine. That's pretty cool. I'm a red wine girl myself. 21% and 15% for the white. And Kimberly with a super cute super sticker. Bravo! Little clapping fox. Thank you so much, Kimberly. We've got a gifted membership from Susan. Thank you so much. And it looks like Danny has won it. Congratulations, Danny. Tori with a super chat. Happy anniversary. Any special plans for your special day? Such a cute couple. Thank you, Tori. This is it. This is the special plans.
You are all experiencing our special day.
The weather is really crummy out there.
It's crummy out there.
It's blustery, it's super rainy, so we thought, we'll just stay in where it's cozy.
It's either that or do home renos, and I'd much rather hang out with everyone and watch Jayda crochet.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get started, everybody. I'm going to clear the room, clear myself some room here. I'm going to move my little mini pumpkins. And like I said, we're going to make the falling leaves pumpkin today. So this is we have a tutorial for it. This is how it looks if you don't do back loops only. And this is how it looks if you do back loops only. And I'm going to make this version today. You are going to want I'm going to just keep that right here. You're going to want a pair of scissors, a yarn needle, stuffing. I'm going to be using some yarn scraps. So I've got my little yarn scrap bin handy. And the hook. So the original pattern calls for a 5.5 millimeter hook, also known as an I or a 9. This is perfect if you're using a size 4 medium weight yarn or a chunky size 5 Aran weight yarn. I've got a whole bunch of yarns here. I haven't quite picked them yet. You're going to help me with that today. And if you want, because you're using a slightly thicker yarn, you can go up to a 6 millimeter or 6.5 millimeter. That's a J or a K hook. And if you're using a really bulky weight, so you can also technically use super bulky weight yarn to make one of these pumpkins. Let me show you. This is our medium-sized pumpkin. So we have a tutorial for this guy. This is a regular half double crochet pumpkin, and I made it using medium size 4 worsted weight yarn in the tutorial. But in our pattern, we also kind of explain how you can switch it up to make a big one using that blanket yarn. So how adorable. This is like a full-sized regular looking pumpkin.
Super chat!
I love this. Hey, Franklin Mimi, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Holy cow. I'll take that as a little anniversary gift. Thank you. So if you're going to use a super bulky weight yarn, you might want to use an 8 millimeter hook, which is also an L or an 11. So it almost doesn't even fit on the camera. It's so big. There you go, guys. I'm going to show you the yarns I have sort of picked out for today. I've got, this is a chunky size 5 yarn. This is a Bernat chunky weight yarn, but it's kind of on the thin side. So I'd almost interchange this with a size 4, but it does come out a little on the fluffy side. So I'm considering making a pumpkin in this bright orange because it's so bright and vivid, and I love bright vivid pumpkins. This is very pumpkin-y. So that's an option for the pumpkin today. I also have a roving. I've got roving in my collection, but I don't use it for very many projects because it's super fluffy and it tends to kind of easily pull apart. It's not very strong. So for something like a piece of decor like this pumpkin, I feel like roving would be a really great choice. It is also a 5 weight sort of chunky bulky yarn. It's thicker than the other one, but it would make a very nice pumpkin, and it's kind of a soft orangey, almost mustard color. So I kind of like that for a pumpkin. That's an option. And I have another one too. This is another orange. I think this one's called Copper. It's a Bernat Super Saver. It's your size 4 medium weight, very plain. It's a nice kind of a color. Just sort of, I think it's bronze. This is bronze. So that's a nice one.
I don't think we have a playlist for the pumpkins specifically.
We do.
But I think they're all in either fall. We have a playlist that's fall.
I think we do have a playlist
Halloween.
of pumpkins.
Do we have pumpkin specific?
I think we have a pumpkin playlist. I think I made one because we have so many pumpkin tutorials. Yeah, because we've got pumpkin sacks. We've got a pumpkin hat.
See, that's why I married you.
We made this last year. This is my favorite fall hat. It is so darn cute. My little pumpkin hat. We've got pumpkin placemat pattern, or not placemats, but coasters. We've got pumpkin granny squares. We've got so much pumpkin stuff. So I'm pretty sure we have a pumpkin playlist. Becky with a super chat. Thank you, Becky. Happiest anniversary. You're so sweet to share with us. Well, thank you guys. I mean, it's a party, right? May as well party with our favorite people. So yeah, those are my choice yarns. So I'll just bring them all back in here for a second. So what do you guys think? Should I go with the bright orange, the roving, or the bronze? And I'll just take, if you want to just toss it into the chat super quick, and I'll just pick one and start going. Crazy Crochet, who's been a member for 3 months. Thank you, Crazy Crochet. Happy anniversary. You two are the best. Crochet Crazy, thank you so much. It is definitely a good day to stay in and crochet. So I'm seeing bright orange, bronze, bright orange, bright bronze. Okay, so it's already between the bronze. So these two. So very little options for the roving.
We had a membership milestone scoop by real quick. I'm just going to read it out from Dawn. Happy anniversary to you both. Enjoy your day. Thank you.
Thank you, Dawn. So I'm seeing mostly brights. All right, I'm going with the bright. That's great. Let's get her going here. I'm going to stick with my 5.5mm hook then, since I'm going to use that one. I'll put those aside. And I'll get my little thing off here. Let's see if I can find the middle. There we go. All right. I do love this bright orange. I mean, how pumpkin delicious is this? I'm going to get my hook and yarn, or my hook and needle out of the way. And let's get at it. All right, so regardless of what hook and yarn you've decided to use, we're all going to do exactly the same thing. Slip knot on hook, chain 23. Uncle Steve with a super sticker. Thank you, Uncle Steve. That is a very excited and love-filled looking little fox. I love it. So I'm going to count my, I tend to chain faster than I count.
Gifted membership from Uncle Steve. Thank you very much. And it looks like the winner today is Ellen.
Thank you so much, Uncle Steve. And cheers, everybody. Thank you all for being here with us as we celebrate 17 years of trolling each other. Honey, I wouldn't have it any other way.
It's 18 years of trolling.
Technically, yes.
It's 17 years of licensed trolling.
Yeah, licensed trolling for 17 years. Yeah.
The official license of trolling is 17 years, but the trolling is 18 years and counting. We've been hey, what's that? It looks like a super sticker.
It's, oh my gosh,
no, it's a super chat from Amanda.
Amanda, thank you. Celebrate Amanda's first super chat. Thank you, Amanda. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh, and the little, look at all the little love, I'm seeing like all the animated little loves go up. It's so cute. There's a lot going on here with the technology. I have to say, I'm still kind of new to me, so I'm still sort of half paying attention to it and half paying attention to this. All right, we've all chained 23. We're going to skip the first chain from the hook, and we're working the falling leaves stitch. I love this pattern so much. Into the second chain from the hook, we are going to single crochet. So single crochet into the second chain from the hook. We're now going to skip 2 chains, and into the next chain we're going to make our first little leaf. We're going to single crochet and then 2 double crochets all worked into that next chain. So skip 2 chains and then single crochet, 2 double crochet into the third chain or the next chain. So single crochet into the second chain from the hook, skip 2 chains and into the next chain, single crochet, double, double. And here we go. Skip 2 chains, single crochet into the next chain, and 2 doubles into the same place. So single crochet, double crochet, all into the same place, and you get this cute little miniature leaf pattern. I love it. What am I missing here? Happy anniversary licensed trolling. Everybody likes that. It's so true. Skip 2 chains, single crochet, double crochet, double crochet. So one little leaf is a single crochet and 2 double crochets worked into the same place. And we're going to do that all the way across. I just love this pattern so much. And I felt like falling leaves made such an appropriate little pattern for a pumpkin. And I love how they worked out. I feel like the chunky weight size 5 yarn is especially good for this project. And like I said, you're always welcome to come back and watch the live crochet along later, but we also have an original tutorial for this particular pattern, and we'll make sure that's linked below. When you get to the end of your first row, you're going to skip 2 chains and then single crochet into the last chain. So you start with a single crochet, you end with a single crochet. And this is what we've got. You can see that little kind of bumpy textured pattern is already starting. single, double, double, skip 2, single, double, double, skip 2, etc. Gonna have a little sip of my drink. Claudia, a member for 39 months. Hello, Claudia, with a membership milestone. Happy anniversary. I am listening while I clean my craft area. Thank you for sharing your special day. I love doing that. I love organizing my craft room with a podcast on. All right. At the end of this row and every row, we're going to chain 1 and turn. We're going to single crochet into the first stitch, which is a single crochet from the previous row. You're going to skip 2 stitches, which are the 2 double crochets from the previous row, and into the next stitch, which will be a single crochet from the previous row. You're going to work a little leaf, single crochet, double crochet, double crochet.
Membership milestone
okay,
from Sakura Sue.
Oh, Sakura, before I get to the butt, thank you, Sakura Sue, member for 48 months. Happy anniversary, Jayda and Mr. InStitches. So happy to have you in our lives. Sending love and hugs to you always. Thank you so much, Sue. We are going to use the back loops only throughout the rest of this pattern because we want to really enunciate that ribbed look in this pattern. So after you skip 2 stitches, let me take this out actually. I want to do this right. We are going to use the back loops only. So into that first stitch, you always skip your turning chain. We're going to use back loops only and single crochet. So I have to remember what I'm doing here. Skip 2 chains or 2 stitches, which are the double crochets from the previous row. And into that next stitch, which is a single crochet, you work your single crochet and 2 double crochets into the back loop only. And I'm going to pause here.
Membership milestone from Raven. Happy anniversary. Continue to troll each other. Oh, don't you worry.
Thank you, Raven.
We will. I have a license for that.
Yes, we now have a license for that.
Uh-huh. It's official.
While skipping the 2 stitches and using the back loop only into the third stitch is going to give us a really nice ridge, which is going to give our pumpkin much more texture. So here we go. We're going to skip the next 2 stitches, which will always be double crochet. You're looking for the single crochet and the back loop only, and the back loop's always the loop furthest away from you. Ooh. Single, double, double.
Great idea for a poll from Marie. I'm going to put that up in a couple minutes.
Let's do it. Maybe do a poll on how many years everyone has been married. Oh, that's fun. Skip 2 stitches, single, double, double into the next stitch. Back loops only, everybody. So the back loops only are going to give us a real strong, ridged, textured look in our pumpkin, which is what we're going for. Katie O'Brien, member for 23 months. Thank you, Katie. Happy anniversary. What fall projects do you guys have planned? Ooh, we have several. We've been kind of working on a lot of them during the live streams, which were quasi-planned. But we have a few more up our sleeve. We don't like to give too much away because we love surprises. But next Monday, I will tell you, on the live stream, we're going to be making fingerless gloves to go with our beret and cowl set. So we're going to have the beret, the matching cowl, and now matching fingerless gloves as well. So that will be Monday. Perfect fall weather attire. And in row 2, we're going to skip everything. So we're going to work a skip 2, a little falling leaf into the last single crochet of the last falling leaf, back loops only. And then we're going to work a single crochet in the last single crochet as well. So there's a little single crochet at the end, and you're going to finish the row with a single crochet.
Did you get Katie's milestone?
I did.
Katie O'Brien?
Yep.
All right.
Every row starts and finishes with a single crochet, and that's going to keep us kind of growing evenly as we go. So here we go. Chain 1 turn. Into that first stitch, we're going to single crochet. Oh my gosh. Nico.
Wow, we got a milestone and a shop sale at the same time.
And it was Nico at the shop. Thank you, Nico.
Okay, and thank you to Ronnie for the membership milestone.
And Ronnie, hi, a member for 21 months. Thank you, Ronnie. Happy anniversary. Sending lots of love to you. XXX. Thank you so much. And thank you, Nico, for picking up some patterns at our Etsy shop. Everything happens at once. So we single crochet into the first stitch, but I'm continuing to use back loops only. I'm going to skip the next 2 stitches. Oh, looks like I missed that. I got that wrong. So chain 1. If I've been messing up as I go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I got the right thing. Single crochet. I want to single crochet. I'm getting so excited here. That is the single crochet. Oh, I didn't chain 1. That's my problem. Chain 1 turn. Single crochet in the first single crochet. Skip 2 stitches, which will be double crochets. This is
We've got such great energy in the chat today that even the lurkers are popping in.
Oh my gosh.
Even the lurkers are here.
Hi, lurkers.
Hello to all the lurkers.
Every row starts and finishes with a single crochet, and there are 6 falling leaves repeated throughout. So sorry if I'm jumping ahead. Don't worry, the pattern of the original tutorial are much clearer. But I'm just having a lovely little day with everybody here. Always skip your double crochets and you work the leaf into the single crochet from the previous row. And it's back loops only. You'll have 6 little falling leaves, that little motif in every row. And every row starts and finishes with a single crochet. So as long as you start and finish with a single crochet and you have 6 little leaves, then you haven't gone astray, even if you're getting confused by my jumping around. Skip 2 and single double double into the next stitch. I'm reading the chat and I'm trying to also double crochet, single crochet, work the little patterns all at the same time here. So having a very happy little day with everybody. I'm glad you all could make it. And
oh yes, thank you for the reminder. Catherine, please click the like button if you are having fun and want Jayda to do more crochet tutorials.
Congratulations, everybody who's celebrating an anniversary of your own, or perhaps a birthday, or perhaps a solo-versary. I like those too. Everybody should, I feel like, who is it that said you should always try to find something to celebrate every day? I love that. I love that idea. Just celebrating anything. Celebrating anything that puts a smile on your face. Right now, this back loops only version of the stitch, the falling leaf stitch, puts a smile on my face. Look at that lovely, chunky, bubbly texture. This really says pumpkin to me. So this back loops only version of the falling leaf stitch really gives us that nice chunky texture. Chain 1 turn at the end of every row, back loops only single crochet to start, skip the first 2 double crochet of the leaf from the previous row. You're looking for that single crochet, and then single crochet, 2 double crochet, back loops only into that 3rd stitch. It's always the single crochet from the previous row, and you're getting this lovely bubbly textured, I want to call it pumpkin skin. Single crochet, 2 double crochets. Oh my goodness, Steve! Thank you, Steve! Steve at our Etsy shop has picked up a pattern. And we'll make sure that the link to the original tutorial is in the description box down below once we're done with today's live stream. And we'll, of course, publish a couple of pictures in the post, the community tab, so that you can sort of see the finished pumpkin in a better light. And somebody was asking earlier how they could send photos to us. You can always send us photos at our Etsy shop. You can pop over to the shop. We'll always have the link somewhere handy. It's usually in the description box of our videos. And you just click on message seller and you can click on the little camera icon or the little landscape photo icon, whichever your software shows. And it'll allow you to take a picture or to upload a photo, and then we can see it. Single double double into every 3rd stitch. Back loops only. That gives us this lovely textured look. And then every row finishes with a single crochet. Again, back loops only. Oh, I love this. So we're going to repeat this back loops only falling leaf stitch for 28 rows in total. So this little guy is 28 rows all the way around. So once you get comfortable with that little falling leaf stitch, chain 1 turn, back loops only, single crochet in the 1st stitch, skip 2, back loops only, single crochet, double crochet in the third stitch. So every third stitch, you're working that little leaf pattern into the back loop only. You'll always have 6 of those little leaves in each row, and every row begins and ends with a single crochet. So you're going to repeat that for 28 rows total, and you get to watch this beautiful ridged, bubbly textured pattern growing underneath your hands. I love it.
Susan asks, what about other gourds? Have we done other ones? I know we did a cornucopia thing.
We have a cornucopia.
We have apples and pears.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't think we've done a gourd.
Carrots. We've done lots of food.
Yeah, we have. We haven't done a gourd, though.
No.
But I
that's a great idea.
I could totally see us doing one of those. Mm-hmm. Possibly even this fall. I love those. And the fun thing, too, about other gourds is that they come in all sorts of pretty colors. You get sort of those yellowy orange ones. You get green and yellow ones. Pumpkins, I guess, come in different colors now, too. I just love this time of year. It is so colorful. And can I just say, I know we haven't even exited August yet, but we've already got leaves that are turning brown and falling off the trees.
We have a pattern question from Jessica Rabbit.
Yes.
You want to read it? Do you see it there?
Ms. Rabbit.
Crochet striped poncho with fringe pattern PDF and the crochet hooded poncho pattern PDF. The same pattern. Are they the same pattern and one's with a hood and one's without a hood?
Goodness gracious.
Oh my goodness,
you, Donna.
It's so busy in here.
Okay, let me answer Jessica Rabbit's question in a second. I want to thank Donna for picking up a pattern, and I want to thank Nico for gifting another membership. Thank you so much, Nico. And it looks like Tanya has won it. Ms. Rabbit, the striped poncho pattern is very much the same. The one with the hood includes the hood pattern. Why am I having so much trouble making a double crochet here? But the striped poncho with hood pattern has additional instructions on making, I think it has additional instructions on making the 2 different colored poncho versions. Jada's brain is actively working here. So I know that the poncho with the hood is basically the same double crochet pattern. So some people like a hood with their poncho, some people don't. And the pattern with the hood also includes specific instructions for that purple and green colored one. And also, I think the orange shade one with the white stripes. I believe that's the difference between the two. One came out a lot earlier than the other one did. But you know what? I will double check that, and I'll message you a little about it later because I'm not entirely sure.
It looks like we got another gifted membership from Nico.
Was that the one I said thank you about, or is it a new one?
Maybe it's the one prior. It just popped up on my screen.
Oh, did it just pop up for you? I think I thanked Nico, but I'll thank Nico again.
I'm getting a bit of a delay here.
Let's also
my
thank...
9-year-old computer is tired.
Aww.
And my birthday has come and gone. A wife. I'm waiting for my my new computer.
Your new computer? I have to save up for it.
Still waiting for my birthday present.
Still saving up for that. I'd like to thank Melissa, who's been a member for 3 months. Thank you, Melissa. You shared my dandy ghost picture. Yes, and it was so cute last night and made me giggle for about 10 minutes. Thank you and happy anniversary. May there be many more. Thank you, Melissa. And yes, if you guys didn't see Melissa's dandy ghosts, who are just so fine, we have a post over on our community tab. She made our little amigurumi ghost pattern, and she gave them proper little bow ties and top hats, and they're just so darling adorable. They look like they're about to dance. Chain 1 turn at the end of every row, skip the first 2 stitches, and single crochet, double crochet into the 3rd stitch. Remember that we're doing back loops only to get that nice textured look. Now, of course, you don't have to do back loops only. Let me pause for a second here. If you do back loops only, you get this really ridged textured look. If you don't, you still get a texture from that lovely falling leaves pattern, but it's a little less pronounced. So you can sort of see there's that ridge effect here. And then there's slightly less ridging, but this has definitely still got kind of a bubbly look to it. So if you started doing the pattern and you're only doing, like you're using the whole stitch to crochet into, that's fine. Don't worry about it. You can even shake it up and do just a few rows BLO, back loops only. Or you can do the whole thing back loops only like I'm doing like this one. Either way, you're going to get a very sort of textured looking pumpkin. So both are perfectly decent options. I like doing back loops only crochet because it kind of keeps me on my toes. I have to pay a little bit more attention. But once I remember that I'm only doing back loops, Susan, thank you so much, Susan, for picking up several patterns in our shop. We appreciate it. Just a reminder that all of our pumpkin patterns are on sale for 30% off this weekend only in our Etsy shop. So since you're here, you guys know about it. Like a little sneaky sale. Oh, this is so cute. It's very easy to count your rows. I like to lay mine flat so that my first row, my little tail that I started with, is over here on the left. So my first row lies flat on my work surface, and the second row is a bump. So I count the bumps, 2, 4, 6, and then 7. I've done 7 rows, and I'm aiming for 28 rows to get the whole pumpkin. So we're working the pumpkin from left to right all the way around this way, and then we're going to seam it up, and then we're going to cinch up the bottom and add the stem. So a little ways to go. Oh, the rain's really coming down.
Can we get a real good look at that beautiful colored pumpkin there so we can see the stitches?
Sure.
Hold it up a little bit closer to the camera. Yeah, and just spin it slowly. There we go. Nice. It takes the camera a second to sort of register.
Yeah,
so.
understood.
Perfect. Thank you.
This
I love that part there where it starts to change into the gold and the blue, pink, purple.
Oh, I know. This is just gorgeous.
Yeah.
This is loops and thread ombre, I think. Janine, thank you so much, Janine. Janine's picked up a pattern at our Etsy shop. This yarn is Loops and Threads Muse in orange. And also, sorry, no, not Muse. It's ombre in pastel brights. This is the Loops and Threads ombre in pastel brights. Yeah, I love this. I made a falling leaves. I made a primrose beanie hat, a primrose matching pair of fingerless gloves. So we have tutorials on both of those in this yarn, and I still had enough left over to make this adorable little pumpkin. So I loved that yarn. That was so pretty. Single crochet, 2 double crochet into every 3rd stitch. Back loops only gives us a little leaf. And I was looking for a pretty little multicolored yarn to do today's pattern in, but honestly, this orange is just delicious. I'm gonna probably put this pattern out on display when we're done here. Yay! Dawn, thank you so much for picking up several patterns at the shop. Thank you so much, Dawn. Dawn is making use of our pumpkin pattern sale. And just thank you all so much for being here today. It's the next closest thing to having a real anniversary party. This is our kind of party. We like to hang out and craft.
We like to hide in the closet when we party.
Yes. We are closet partiers.
Closet partiers.
Skip 2 stitches. It's nice, so nice to see so many of you here, just enjoying a little bit of a Saturday kickback. Whether you're busy cleaning up the craft room or doing a little bit of work, or just got your feet up and you're working on a work in progress, or you're even making some pumpkins along with us. Thank you so much for being here. It's nice to have some company. I know how that feels. I love to have a little podcast running, or listen to a little conversation or something, or even a book on tape. I love to listen to somebody while I'm busy doing something else. It always kind of makes me feel like I'm I don't know, like there's conversation going. You know when you're a kid and like the adults are all in the other room and they're like having a conversation and you're like dozing off. It's that kind of cozy feeling.
I'd like to take this opportunity to remind everyone that we just launched a new video on yesterday morning, and that was the tissue box cover.
Yes.
So if you haven't seen that pop up on YouTube, make sure you go check that out. I will post a link to our channel homepage.
I love that thing.
Which should have all of our videos there.
It's kind of a pretty sleek modern twist on that lovely vintage concept of the little tissue box cover. My great grandmother had all of her Kleenex boxes covered with something. And I just realized the other day when I was sort of mentally walking through her house, which I haven't been in 30 some odd years, 35 years. It's been a long time. But I can remember every square inch of it because I was there so much. And I guess my adult brain is starting to pick up on things that I took for granted, that I'd seen so much of, but I hadn't really thought about. And a lot of that is all of the cute, crafty little things she had around her house. Veronica, thank you so much for picking up several patterns in our Etsy shop. Welcome, welcome, and thank you. But I realized how much I liked that idea of the coverlet for the Kleenex box, and I thought, I have to have a couple of those because, the Kleenex boxes weren't always cute. They often, you could buy your facial tissue in a boring old box. They started to make some with cute prints, but they don't always match the decor. So I just kind of like the calm, classy look of just like in this case we made a nice plain one. Now of course you could totally dress it up with appliques, which I might do. I think I might make a Christmassy one and see how that turns out. I might try striping it. Not entirely sure yet, but they're so cute. They're such a cute way to kind of add a little decor to the house and disguise the Kleenex box, but keep it handy and in plain sight. Don't worry, Ms. Rabbit, I will not forget about the poncho pattern.
I'm pretty sure we posted Jessica Rabbit's cat in the beret, did we not?
I think we did. Did we not?
I'm pretty sure that was part of multiples of photos.
If not,
so
then
you may have seen the post, but you didn't flip through the pictures because I'm pretty sure it was up. I remember seeing it myself.
If not, then I still have another fun little roundup of people's pets wearing berets that I haven't posted yet. So I might have a couple more. And Ms. Rabbit's might be one of those. I know I show you
You're
these
saving
pictures.
them up, are you?
I show you a lot of these when they come in, right? So you may have seen it, but you may not have seen it in the actual the actual post yet. I don't know. I can't remember.
It's hard to say with Jessica Rabbit. She could be trolling us right now.
She could be trolling. Yes, it's entirely possible. But yes, it's very possible that I haven't included those ones yet in a roundup because I do have some more. I have so many fantastic photos that you guys have sent to share. I have to catch up on some of those.
We have a gifted membership from Carrie.
Thank you, Carrie. Carrie has gifted a membership, and Storm Chasing Ninja. Well, I like that. Has won it. Welcome, welcome. I've got a storm for you to chase right now.
I have a question about this storm changing
pretty crazy out here.
Ninja. When you, as a ninja with the really cool outfit, when you chase storms, are you also wearing like a raincoat or a slicker?
I would hope so. I would like to thank Rebecca for picking up a few patterns in our Etsy shop just now. If you're a crocheting ninja, then you have to wear crochet stuff.
Wow, today's stream is almost as busy as our Granny Square game streams.
Oh wow!
I can barely keep up here.
Well, it's a if it's weather like this where you are, then I can see why you'd want to stay in and crochet or just be cozy inside. It's definitely a stay inside and be cozy kind of day. I'm gonna get this row finished, and then I'm gonna count out my rows and see where I'm at. Welcome everyone who's just joining us. It is pumpkin making day today.
Would you like to keep the poll up or should we end the poll?
Let's end the poll and we'll think of another one.
All right, here it comes.
Here it comes. We've got, how many years have you been married or partnered? 21 to 40 years, 33%. Wow. 1 to 20, 27%. Single and loving it, 26%. 41 to 60 plus 13%. Holy cow to all of that. That is awesome. We are celebrating 17 years of legal trolling each other today.
Licensed trolling.
Licensed legal trolling.
17 years of licensed and 18 years of unlicensed.
1 year of unlicensed trolling.
So 18 years in total, I
18
guess.
18 years, right? I know. Deborah with a super sticker. Thank you so much, Deborah. And it's her first. We're going to celebrate. Little celebratory dance. Thank you so much, Deborah. That is a happy looking pair. Okay, so, look at this. Tell me that doesn't look like the side of a very bubbly pumpkin.
Claire says because we're all crammed into the closet for the party, it feels busy. It's a little crowded in here in this closet.
This is my kind of a party,
Claire. We invited too many people. We didn't have the space for this party.
Claire's trying to paint something. She's working on her art.
Painting going
you know,
on.
I drop my hook. I bend over. I elbow like 10 people.
Someone's trying to mix drinks. Other people are partying. Hey, we got a super sticker from Laurel.
Thank you, Laurel. Laurel has sent us her first super sticker. Thank you so much, Laurel. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm smiling so much. I'm starting to, my face is starting to hurt. Okay. We've got, I'm going to count up my rows so far. So here's row 1, here's row 2. I'm going to count the bumps. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 so far. So I'm almost halfway done. I'm going for 28 rows. Chain 1 turn in every row. Tanya with a membership milestone. No, I'm sorry. It's a gift. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Tanya.
Oh, a membership gift.
Tanya has gifted a membership. And let's see here. Jane has won it. Congratulations, Jane.
The
and
winner
thank you,
is
Tanya.
Jane. Thank you to Tanya. Summer says, you guys got married when I was 17.
Oh my gosh. Don't tell me that.
See, Summer? See how ancient we are? We're almost dinosaurs.
We are.
Not quite, but almost.
Almost dinosaurs. I know we were sitting around giggling, well, half giggling, half lamenting the fact that if you go through our wedding photos, like nearly half of everybody who was at our wedding is either now separated or dead. I'm like, has that much time really passed? It's so sad.
Life.
But that's life, and I'm just happy that they were all there. Yeah. As I'm happy that you're all here with us now. So
someone
please,
in the chat earlier said, what was it? Live, laugh, love?
Live, laugh,
love.
Yeah.
So true.
It's so true. Vima!
Vima, super sticker.
Thank you, Vima! Vima with a very pretty rose. Thank you so much for the super sticker, Vima. Vima's tuning in from India today. I love our global community. It's amazing. Everybody is literally knit together by our love of crochet. I'm more ancient than you are, says Joanna. I know, we're all kind of different ages and we're all at different stops along the way. I love that though. That makes this group so much fun. Joanne! Holy smokes,
Thank
Joanne!
you.
With a gigantic order. Thank you so much, Joanne, for picking up so many patterns. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. That's another reason I think our group, oh my gosh. Jock! Thank you so much, Jackie. Oh my gosh, I got to get my glasses on here. Jackie has picked up a couple of patterns. Thank you so much. Busy little Etsy shop today.
I'm gonna pop up on the screen quickly again the patterns that we have the extra sale for.
Yes.
So that's all the pumpkin stuff.
Yes, all of our pumpkin-y stuff is on sale
including the coloring
today.
sheet. So if you want 30% off any of those, that's happening today and tomorrow.
Including this very pretty
but
pattern.
I do believe the entire shop is 5 or more sale also if you're looking for other things, right?
Yes.
Is that still going on?
Yep, it's still going on until the 30th.
Till the end of the month. Okay.
Yeah. And we have a welcome to Vicuña from Robin. Robin, welcome to Vicuña. Thank you so much. It is a beautiful rainy day. It's the kind of day that I want to spend inside doing something crafty, and it's so much better hanging out with all of you guys. You guys make us laugh. You send us sweet little notes at the Etsy shop and cute and funny pictures, and we love it. We sit and giggle about it. We we really do think about a whole lot of you as just extended friends. It's really neat. And since you can't all be in the same room having a little party, it's this is the next best thing. I do like the idea of us all trying to cram into a closet, though. That makes me laugh. Oh, and you know what? It's one of those closets from like the 1950s that has like the single light bulb in the top with the long chain that you would go
hanging
chick-chick
on a wire.
Yeah.
And then it's like it's half of the ceiling is kind of folds down.
Yeah,
so
like
you have to half the party is hunched over.
Yeah, half the party's hunched over. Welcome everyone. If you're joining us or if you're new, we are a pretty awesome little group. We're a supportive, creative bunch. We've got so oh my gosh, Carrie, thank you so much for picking up a pattern at our shop. We call it the Circle of Inspiration. You guys routinely crack us up, come up with funny ideas. We start jokes, and then that always eventually turns into something else. If I could crochet 24 hours a day, I would. I've got so many things that I want to do and design, and so many of them are funny little ideas or great suggestions that have come from you guys. I just adore it. You guys are such an important part of our life, and we just think we couldn't be spending our anniversary any other way, really.
This is one of our best anniversary parties.
Yeah, I have to say it is the best anniversary
I think I'm
party.
liking these closet virtual parties.
I like the closet parties.
Closet party. Everyone's invited.
Nico says she'll stay on the short side of the closet because she's short. You and me both, right. Nico. I was actually trying to figure out whether I am average height, short, or tall. I'm the shortest person in my family, so I'm used to being short, but I'm 5'5" and a quarter. Does that make me average? That's a good poll. What do you consider like am I average? Am I short? Am I tall? Like what is that? I feel like that's kind of average maybe. I don't know. Most of my girlfriends are my height or even taller than me, so maybe I'm on the short side. I'm not sure.
I don't know. We'd have to look up what average is.
Vivi says, I have long wondered what InStitches means. That is a great question, Vivi. We are...
It's a mix.
Always in stitches. So I'm always either stitching something or laughing. So in, I don't know why, but in English, the phrase to be in stitches means that you're giggling or you're bent over laughing so much that your sides are stitched together. I guess that's what that means, to be in stitches. So we thought that was pretty appropriate because the two of us are constantly laughing about something, and I'm always stitching something, whether I'm knitting or crocheting or sewing. So we thought Jayda InStitches, I'm either laughing or stitching something, made a lot of sense. And back when we created the account to be on YouTube, YouTube had this weird thing that you had to have a Google Plus account at the same time, and it had to be 2 names. So you see a lot of accounts from back in the day when we started. So circa, what, 2015, 2014?
No, we're going back down. We're going back to 2013, 2012, 2013.
So in 2013, you'll see a lot of these older YouTube channels that have either a whole bunch of names all run together with capital letters to delineate the words, or 2 words like us, Jayda InStitches. So that's why we are Jayda InStitches as a single word, like a proper last name almost.
Yeah, because we had other channel names that were more like a one word or like a business name. Mm-hmm. You'd think like a businessy name, company name.
Yeah.
But they were forcing. I guess they were trying to compete with Facebook back in that time. amazing how things change. And they were forcing everyone to put in a proper quote-unquote name. So that's where that came from.
Yeah. So I'm always stitching something. I'm almost always laughing. And the reason we have InStitches as a single word is because we had to treat it like a proper name. So I am Jayda InStitches, as far as I'm concerned. I couldn't have named myself any better. So I'm looking at the chat here.
Baby in a corner, says Nico. That's correct. No one puts Jayda InStitches in a corner.
Nobody puts me in a corner. But don't ask him to lift me up over his head, because it'll be an absolute
it'll be
a disaster.
It'll be some definite back pains.
I'm looking at the chat here and I'm seeing 5, 6, 5, 9. Ooh, 5, 9. 5, 9, 5, 4 and a half. Don't you notice that when you start to be like under 5, 5, 7, you start to actually include the halves and quarters? I don't think I have short person syndrome, but I always say 5, 5 1/4. Or 5, 5 1/2. I think maybe I'm shrinking. I don't know. I haven't actually measured myself in a while. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. All right. 9 more rows to go. Going for 28 rows of back loops only, falling leaves stitch pattern.
Yeah, it looks like the majority are in the mid to low 5s.
Okay, so we're average. I'm going to say we're average.
How adorable is that? Kelly 4-8. Kelly gets to hang out on the lower.
Yeah, Kelly can hang out in the
part of the closet,
in the short side of the closet.
So anyone 5'2" and under goes to the low ceiling side of the closet, and anyone 5'3" and up goes to the higher side of the closet.
And please, nobody bend over.
And Krista, who's 5'9", might have to stand in the doorway or something. Nobody bend over. Also, there are no bathrooms. I apologize, but everyone's going to have to hold it till the party's over.
Well, if we move the party to the bathroom, that would just become an entirely different sort
of... that's just another closet.
That's just another closet. Beth with a super
chat.
There's a little
extra there's extra seating, but that's about it.
Beth, happy anniversary to our favorite YouTubers. Thank you, Beth, and thank you for the super chat. It's Beth's first super chat. Thank you so much. No bending over. This is a family show. Exactly. See, this is why I'm always laughing.
I've got my microphone here. I think the reason it still sounds like I'm in a well is because it's echoing.
Yes.
We don't have enough furniture in this room, so I think we need more furniture and maybe some carpeting. That might help.
Which pumpkin pattern are we working? Hi, Alyssa. So we're working on the Falling Leaves pumpkin. We have a proper tutorial for it, so if you want to sort of catch the recap later, we'll make sure that it's linked in the description box down below. But let me just show you. We're making the back loops only version of it. So this is the original one we made, and this is the back loops only version of this Falling Leaves pumpkin pattern. It's from 2021. I couldn't believe it. It's almost a 2-year-old tutorial and pattern now. But back loops only gives you a lot more ridge and definition, more texture, but you don't have to, because we are actually using that falling leaf stitch. So if you make the one we did in the video, it will still have nice bubbly texture. And honestly, depending on the yarn you choose for this project, you might find some of it looks better done using the whole stitch. Some of it might look better using the back loops only. I'm using a very chunky size 5 weight yarn today, but it's not too thick. So it really suits this back loops only version. I mean, if you look at that, you can really see the ribbed textured effect. This is going to be the side of my pumpkin. I just love this. This is just so juicy. Love the color, love the texture. This is going directly into the front room when I'm finished with it today. Nico gifting another membership. Thank you so much, Nico. Oh my gosh, Vivi won it. Vivi, you've won a membership from Nico. Congratulations, Vimy, and thank you so much, Nico. To everybody who's a new member, we will make sure there's some membership stuff posted today. Hope, thank you, Hope. Hope's picked up a couple patterns in our Etsy shop. Thank you so much. All of our pumpkin-related patterns are 30% off in our Etsy shop today and tomorrow. And that includes this pretty little pumpkin pattern too.
I've made a minor tweak to my microphone settings here. Does it still sound like a tin can?
Oh, pumpkin pie. Yes, please. That sounds great, Angels. Danny, you're 6 feet? Wow. Wow. Well, that's a tall family. I am the shortest person in my family. But I've learned to accept it. Oh, this is just so cute. I love this pattern so much. I feel like the chunky yarn.
So okay, thanks for the feedback, everyone. I think it's sometimes it's on our end, but sometimes it's also on your end, depending on, I guess, internet connection and
true
device.
Yes.
But I did tweak it, and it sounds. Everyone's saying I'm sounding okay. So, yay!
Did I miss?
Jayda's not going to fire me today.
I will not fire you.
Not on my anniversary.
Not on your anniversary.
Maybe tomorrow.
I'm going to frog out those stitches and make sure that I'm not missing anything. So chain 1 turn. There's my single crochet.
More importantly, does Jayda sound okay? Does she sound clear and like she's not in a well? Until I get excited. I think the reason is it's echoing. I think it's the echo in the room. I need those sound absorbent boards.
It's so true. Susan, member for 5 months with a membership milestone. Thank you, Susan. This is the best live stream party ever. Whee! Well, you guys are the best group ever. You guys make us laugh so much. I just love hanging out with everyone. This is my kind of wedding anniversary party, you know? Got some crochet, got some silly jokes happening. We're all hanging out in the closet and or the bathroom together.
Okay, everyone, party's moving over to the bathroom. Everyone shuffle in. Shuffle out of the closet. Shuffle into the bathroom.
We'll fill the tub with ice and drinks, so I know that there'll be plenty to drink.
And for the love of God, please turn the fan on.
When you've been married 17 years, you try to remember to do things like that.
That's also part of the license and agreement? Must turn on fan?
Yes, must turn on fan.
Yes, I think that's on page 3.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23. I'm at row 23. I'm getting there. I'm getting to row 28, slow but sure, with everybody along for the ride. Thank you guys so much for being here with us and putting up with our silliness. Crystal, hi! Thank you so much. We've been married 17 years today. It's hard to believe. The mister will say it feels like 1,000, but I feel like, I don't know, feels like 17, I guess. I don't know. It's so funny. When the older you get, the weirder time gets. It's almost like, it's like a day will feel very short. The weeks will blend into each other, but then you'll look back at something that was a year ago and you'll think, that was only a year ago? And then you'll look back at something that was 17 years ago and go, that was 17 years ago? It feels so much sooner than that. I don't know why that is. Time flies when you're trolling each other. I saw that, Mr. InStitches.
Commence trolling.
I saw that, Mr. InStitches.
Saw what?
Your little comment about the fan.
I'm just trying to send you subliminal messaging. I'm trying to send everyone in the chat subliminal messaging. We're going to save so many marriages out there. It's going to be a day of saved marriages.
What's the key to it? What's the key to a long marriage?
Turn on the fan.
Turn on the fan.
It's very simple. The secret to a long marriage is turning on the fan. Turning fans on. Just everywhere. The whole house.
Open a window. Lorraine has been a member for 32 months. Thank you, Lorraine. She says, happy anniversary, Jayda and General G. Love you both. Thank you so much.
Uh-oh. Krista's laughing so hard her stomach hurts. We're just getting warmed up.
We're just getting warmed up. I'm only halfway through my first limoncello.
You're getting the filtered version.
Oh my gosh.
This is the family-friendly show.
Yes, we have
full filtration. Filtration is on maximum.
Full filtration.
We're still talking about the same stuff, right? I don't know. I'm confused.
I don't know. I was going to light a candle to the last statement, but I wasn't sure.
I guess we're bringing candles to this party, too?
Candle. I mean, it's a party.
It's a party.
You gotta light a few candles.
I mean, that's normal, right? Mandy says Febreze. Yeah, I guess that works.
Febreze, yeah. Have some strategically placed perfume bottles. You can just sort of spritz them here. That double crochet didn't want to work. Here we go. Danny says, my grandparents were married very young, and they told me that the secret to their marriage was communication, respect, and laughing together. And I have to absolutely agree with that. Communication is definitely number one. Talk everything over. I also, I know that laughing is extremely important. You really do have to be each other's best friends. You really do have to be able to find the humor in things. But yeah, talking is so important. It is unbelievable how much can go on inside our heads that you forget the other person doesn't know. So always good to work on your communication skills. Mr. InStitches would probably prefer that I didn't communicate quite so much. See, I get to troll him when he's busy typing because he can't do two things at once. He can't listen to me and type at the same time. Yes, and the toilet seat.
I do not have Jayda brain.
And the toilet seat.
I have boy brain where I do one thing at a time. Type letters.
I was going to mention that, Pam.
Say hello. Shake hand. Turn on fan.
Putting down the toilet seat.
Yes. Hey, I'm pretty good at that.
Oh, you're great at that.
Uh-huh. That's on page 9,
Except when I wash the toilet, I scrub it and I leave everything up, and then he goes in the dark and forgets, and I haven't put everything down, and he accidentally falls into the toilet. And I wonder, gee, why is hubby having a shower at 3:00 in the afternoon? So yes, the toilet seat. That's an important one too.
Yes, that is important if you want a long-lasting relationship.
And it helps if one of you is a good cook.
Oh, this is a good question. Stitching with Paprika asks, what if you don't have a fan in your bathroom?
Hi, Paprika. Well, then I hope you better get one
installed. You better invest that money, my dear.
It's called a fantastic fan. You need one.
Yeah, you can buy them. They put them in the van lifers. Put them in their vans all the time.
I would say.
I guess candles.
Candles, windows, fans.
How about a do not enter sign? And then a time limit, like do not enter.
With a
24
timer.
hours.
Just don't
enter within 48 hours.
Just don't do what Papa InStitches would do, which is turn off the light and close the door.
I know, it's like the worst thing on the planet.
It's like laying a booby trap.
He liked to hear the screams all day long.
More like the complaining. 28! All right, I've got 28 rows. After all of that giggling, I still managed to get to row 28. So you want 28 rows in total of the back loops only or regular falling leaves stitch in every row. You get this just gorgeous bumpy texture. When you've completed 28 rows, you're going to, you actually don't have to chain one. So here I am constantly chaining one because I'm in the habit of it. We're not slip stitching the seam together. We're actually going to sew it together. So cut yourself a nice long tail because we're going to sew together the seam and we're going to cinch up the bottom too. Cherry with a super chat. Thank you so much, Cherry. Happy anniversary. Fave couple, keep smiling. I am smiling so much my face hurts today. You guys have been so much fun. Let's keep this going. All right, I have fastened off with a really long tail because I'm going to sew up my seam using the whip stitch, and then I'm going to cinch the bottom of my pumpkin together. So either side doesn't really matter. I'm going to bring, I guess I'll do this. I'm going to bring my two ends together, and then I'm going to make sure that I get each foundation chain and each stitch, and I'm going to sew the whole thing together. I'm not going to sew too tightly. I'm just going to use the whip stitch. So I'm grabbing the foundation chain and the corresponding stitch. And I'm going from bottom to top, bottom from topper. So from one side to the other, always, always, always. And my yarn is overlapping or overlocking that seam. I'm just going to work away at that, stitching up the seam here. Susan says, always tell your wife she's right. Yeah, that's a good way to...
I knew you were going to read that one out. I knew you were going to read that one out. I would like to address Mary. Mary says that she is from San Diego, and the tablet will not let her log in as a member. So that could have to do with the software from the tablet. Sometimes there's an issue with Apple devices and apps that are Google and, you know, all these funny things. So you just need to try a different device, or don't log in from the app, log in from the website. So you use your browser to go to the website and then log in that way. Sometimes that works.
Yes, that's a good little workaround.
But you also need to make sure that you have a membership, because sometimes the membership will lapse and you might forget. So that could have something to do with it too.
So I'm working my way down the seam here. I'm whip stitching together my two edges. Excuse me, I'm going for every foundation chain and every corresponding stitch. And then I will decide if I'm going to flip it inside out or not. Go. Okay, so there's my seam all whip stitched together. It's pretty nice looking. I don't think it matters actually what side, so I'm going to leave my seam facing out while I cinch together the bottom of the pumpkin. So just before we welcome Jay Latte. Jay Latte, welcome to Silk. Thank you so much. I'm going to take my needle. That's why I wanted a nice long string. I have way more than I need, but that's okay. It's always better to have more than not enough. And I'm going to weave my needle in and out. So I'm looking for the edges of that each row. I've got sort of it looks like this. So there's a bit of a space, excuse me, at the edge of the row where the stitch is. And it's like, excuse me, on every other little row, I'm going in and out. So I'm sort of jumping over top of a ridge, a bubble, one of those little leaves. And I'm going to weave my needle in and out, and then I'm going to cinch the entire thing together. And that's just going to be, this is going to be the bottom of our pumpkin.
I like Lori's contribution to the chat here.
What do we got?
Marriage advice. Treat your marriage like a garden. Provide appropriate sun, fertilizer, and water while tending the weeds and the bugs, and you will reap a fruitful life together. Said my grandma.
I like that.
That sounds like an experienced, wise lady.
I like that very much. Not too heavy on the compost.
Yes, keep the compost to a minimum.
When you've got your weaving in and out all the way around complete, you can gently pull on that yarn to cinch it up nice and tight. And you want to try and get rid of that hole in the middle. So I'm going to just weave my my needle through some more of those stitches around the center and just keep sort of cinching tightly.
Summer says, I can't keep plants alive. Oh, come on, Summer. You can do it. Some plants are very finicky. Super finicky.
Yes. Some plants are super finicky.
Jayda's got a new little garden. We built a raised garden that's like pine board raised garden. Mm-hmm. And some of the plants are doing well, and then others seem to be not doing so great.
Yeah,
so
my peppers.
We're trying to figure out, like, what's your problem? What do I do to fix you?
My little peppers just didn't grow this year, and I think it's because they weren't getting enough water. But I don't know. Everything else seems to be doing okay. I'm going to take my little tail that I started with and the yarn here that I sewed with. I'm just going to knot the two together because that will keep everything from unraveling. And I'm not going to weave anything in. I'm just going to flip this right side out so that all of this will stay on the inside. There we go. That can stay in there. And that is the bottom of my little pumpkin. And the sides, oh my gosh, this is so cute. Look at that texture. Yes, yes, yes. Yummy. I'm going to do a little stuffing now. So not a whole tremendous amount, but a little bit. And then I'm going to start kind of adding in, actually, you know what? Maybe I'll start the stem and then I'll do a little bit of stuffing. So I'm going to leave the stuffing out for a second. I'm going to start the stem. So what I want to do now is grab some green. And I've actually got a couple of neat things. I have green yarn. So I was going to use this green for my stem. I'll just keep this here. But I also have these two other self-striping kind of variegated yarns that I thought might make an interesting stem. So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to might just go with the solid green, but this has like brown in it. This has got a lot of greens and some browns in it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like the green, the greeny beige, or the greeny red one for a stem? This is going to be the stem, this part of my little pumpkin. I've made both my pumpkins with green stems so far because I like to see this was a busy yarn. These were both busy yarns, so I went with the solid. But since this is a solid green, or I should say a solid orange.
I guess this is a good time for a poll.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so
solid green.
What are we choosing here?
It's the stem.
The stem?
Yeah. So solid green.
Hold on, give me a sec. I can't type and think at the same time.
I guess I will add a little bit of stuffing into my pumpkin while I wait.
So green?
So solid green.
Okay.
Green and beige variegated.
Beige, that's a hard word.
B-E-I-G-E.
Yeah, got it.
And green red variegated.
Green red?
Yeah.
Okay, here it comes. I do believe we just got a new member. Big welcome to
Donna!
Donna. Thank you, Donna.
Welcome to Silk, Donna. And Dizzy D. Welcome to Vicuña, Dizzy. Thank
Dizzy
you both
looks
so
like
much.
a re-welcome.
Yes, Dizzy's been here quite a while.
Thank you, Dizzy.
Or Dizzy D.
And thank you, Donna.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you both. So, Mr. InStitches, is that poll up?
Yes.
Okay, great. So, if you can, please vote whether I'm making green stem, green and beige stem, or this lovely green and red stem. I really like them both. I think any of these would be really fabulous. So, your opinions in the poll would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, this would be a cute candy dish.
Christine asks, can you make one into a candy dish? Can you do a candy dish video? So basically, the one that you're looking at with the open, that would actually be really cute, wouldn't it?
That'd be adorable.
For a little tyke who's doing trick or treating, having a little miniature that could also almost become a little bucket.
Yeah.
With a little handle.
Absolutely.
That's super cute.
It
for
is
like a 2 to 4 year old maybe.
Yeah. You could almost this is if you use a stiff enough yarn, or if you use a chunky or a bulky weight yarn and a smaller hook, you'll get a stiffer stitch. It'll almost it'll pretty much stand up on its own that way already without having to stuff it full of goodies. Nico has gifted another membership. Thank you, Nico. And Rose.
Nico
Rose
gets the foghorn. That's like the 5th membership gift.
It's the Nico foghorn. Oh my gosh. All right, Mr. So just tell me how many votes there are on the stem color so that we can.
We've got 153. Wow, we have a busy room today. 301 people watching.
Wow, welcome everyone.
Welcome
Thank you so much.
Including the lurkers. We love all of you.
You guys are awesome.
So we've got 153 votes. Do you want me to go ahead and...
Yes, please. Let's see what color I'm going to do this stem.
Okay, here it comes.
Green, red. This is the one. 44%. Green, beige, and green in last place. All right. All right. We're looking for a variegated, a pretty stem. That's it. We're going to do it. I'm going to use this beautiful. This was a TLC Essentials. I guess that's a Red Heart brand. Yeah, Red Heart. I don't know that they make this stuff anymore. But this colorway, if you ever come across it, is literally called Falling Leaves. Holy cow. How appropriate is that? This is a Falling Leaves pumpkin. This is
I would say that's bang on for that spin.
Crazy.
For sure.
All right, let's go. I'm going to put a slip knot on my hook. I'm gonna join with I guess I'm gonna join with a single crochet. You can join with a slip stitch and chain one, but I'm gonna join with a single crochet, and I'm looking for those little spaces that appear on every other row. It's sort of what kind of they show up on either side of a full falling leaf. So I'm going to join my yarn with a single crochet in one of those.
We have a super chat from Lala Gama.
Hey Lala. Lala says, adorable pumpkin. Well, thank you so much, Lala. I'm glad you could make it today too. I'm going to jump to every single one of these sort of open spaces, which is basically on every side, every other falling leaf, and I'm going to single crochet in every single one of them. So I'm kind of skipping every other row edge, and I'm going to crochet as tightly as I can because my intention here is to cinch the top of this pumpkin up as I go.
So for those of you that would like to follow along with the actual proper video tutorial, we're going to link all that afterwards when the live's over.
Yep.
So that'll be in the description box below the video, and also maybe we'll put it in the comments too.
Yes. We have a tutorial for this little pumpkin pattern. Today we demonstrated how it looks when you work the back loops only. And you can do that back loops only with the pattern stitch, or you can use the pattern stitch regularly like you're not using back loops only. Either one creates a very cute version of this pumpkin. And Mr. InStitches is just showing off that we have a surprise sale on all of our pumpkin patterns in our Etsy shop. Today and tomorrow only, they are 30% off. So if you're in a pumpkin kind of mood like I am, then those are available for you. I've single crocheted into each stitch all the way around, and it's every other, I should say, it's every other row edge. And that has really cinched in the top of our pumpkin. I just feel like this looks so lovely and perfect. I love this. I just love this texture. I love this orange color. Look how pretty that's turning out. Now I've got to really stuff the inside of my pumpkin. So I was using leftover kind of sort of yarn ends, and I actually emptied my little jar. So if you'll pardon me, I've got to go find
I would like to shout out one of our longtime channel members, Lorraine, for her strength in staying up till 4:20 a.m. in Australia and watching our live stream.
Thank you so much, Lorraine.
That is some dedication to crochet, I'll tell you that.
Thank you, Lorraine. Got some leftover. I think sometimes I use yarn and then I pull it out and then I use it again and then I pull it out, and I use it for making little samples of things. So if I've used it to a point where I couldn't really use it in a project, then I often just move it to the scrap bin, and it makes lovely stuffing.
Maybe some of you didn't see the poll because it may have glitched out the chat, but it is here. Color for the stem. Red green was voted for 44%. Green beige was voted for 28%, and solid green was 27%. So the clear winner is the green red, which is the one Jayda's using. And you said that one was, can you show that yarn again?
Yes.
It's probably not available anymore.
It might not be, but you know what the internet's like. Sometimes you can find this stuff in places or little yarn stores where they don't turn over their product very quickly. This was a TLC Essentials by Red Heart, and the color was actually called Falling Leaves, which I just can't believe how fantastic that is, because this is the Falling Leaves pumpkin. We're using the Falling Leaves stitch. Yeah, Falling Leaves. It was a TLC Essentials.
Is there a date on the label? Like, do they date the when the yarns
they
are
really
done? Or
don't,
no?
and I wish they did. Let me take this thing right apart here.
It kind of looks like an older label to me.
Yeah, I seem to remember getting this quite a while ago. So let me see. Oh, well, we've got something on the inside.
Oh, there might be a date in there.
Let me see. There's a little pattern in here.
Near the bottom, maybe?
I'm looking for 2001, Coax and Clark.
Oh my goodness, I was going to say around the 2000 era.
This is a 2001, so my gosh, this is a 23-year-old ball of yarn.
There's something about the artwork on the label.
22-year-old ball of yarn. Holy cow. So there you go. That's almost vintage.
How's that for some nostalgia?
Mm-hmm. But look at that. Look how pretty that is. Red Heart, bring this one back, please.
Yeah, that's a beautiful combination
like, is
of
that
color.
Not gorgeous?
Oh my goodness.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. You don't want to overstuff your pumpkin, whether you're using pillow stuffing or yarn ends like me. You just want to kind of fill in those little crannies. But I would say that if they're squishy, they feel a little bit more pumpkin-like, or you can kind of squish them to look a little bit more like a pumpkin. So you don't really want to overstuff them.
It looks like someone looked it up and it is still available on Amazon.
Awesome.
So they're still making it. Great.
So we're all going to go to Amazon. So we're going to buy up every last ball.
Amazon now and pick up that falling leaves color combination there.
I've got some more old yarn here. I'm going to just yarn scrap pile.
Brittany says Walmart also has it. Okay, so right. They're still making it.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Well,
good to know.
It's gorgeous and it's nice and soft. I like it. I never really used it for anything other than the odd little project.
We have an this is for Connie. We do have an amigurumi of Frankenstein. We call him Frankie.
Yeah.
But we never did Frankie's Bride. Did we do Frankie's Bride? I don't think so.
No.
That would be really cute.
That would be adorable.
Yeah.
I love her hair.
We might have to do that. So it looks like it's currently called Red Heart Super Saver Fall. So they changed the branding on that.
I will check it out. I want to see how close it is to this original colorway.
It might not be identical though.
Yeah.
We'd have to check it out.
Just a little more stuffing here. Yeah, I agree, Krista. Yarn has gotten crazy expensive on Amazon. It's almost like they aren't if they're still importing it mostly from the States, then they're not warehousing it in Canada. I think for a while they were warehousing a lot of it in Canada so that we could actually get it without paying crazy import fees, but I think they're just warehousing it outside of the country now. Even the Bernat though, the Bernat's not even, there's no real great yarn deals anymore on Amazon. There used to be. They used to have these things called add-on deals, and I would look for the add-on yarn deals, and you could get like balls of yarn for a couple bucks or packs of 3 for a few dollars. It was really great.
Yeah, they stopped that. Amazon went from good yarn prices to terrible yarn prices, but I don't know if that's because we're in Canada.
Yeah, good.
It might be different in the US or UK.
Not entirely sure.
But we switched over to Lens Mills, and their prices are fantastic.
Yeah, we order from Lens Mills now. Catherine, Crochet with Diane says, do you have a pumpkin emoji? And everybody's answering Diane with our jack-o'-lantern pumpkin emoji. Yes. We've got, I consider a jack-o'-lantern a pumpkin. All right, let me see here. We've got, so I think I've got enough stuffing in here. I've got a nice little flat bottom. It kind of poofs a little bit. It's nice and squishy, but it's not too squishy, but it's not too firm or filled either. So I like that. I'm now going to continue with the rest of this little stem. So I've single crocheted in every other row edge all the way around. So that immediately shrunk it. I've got probably, if I had 28 rows, then I've got 14 stitches all the way around. And now I'm going to do a row of single crochet 2 stitches together to further cinch shut the top of it. So I'm not joining my row with a single crochet chain 1 or anything. I'm just going to work directly into what was the first single crochet of the row. And I'm going to single crochet 2 stitches together all the way around. Excuse me. That'll bring me down to about 7 stitches. And I'm watching this color change in this yarn. It is so pretty. Trying to keep my stitches nice and tight. Excuse me. There we go. Single crochet, 2 stitches together all the way around. That closes things in even more. At this point, if I wanted to add any leftover yarn, I would add it, sort of stuff it in there now. I might add in just a little bit more. Where did I put that yarn? There it is. Connie from South Australia. Hi. My gosh, it's 4 a.m. there. Well, I'm glad you're awake and hanging out with us. It is not 4 in the morning here. Thank you so much. All right, I think that's enough stuffing. So now,
hey, people are asking about your fancy drink. Are you still sipping away there?
I've got one, maybe 2 sips left.
Oh my goodness, you finished it. Do you wanna re-up?
A refresh? Yes, please.
I'll perform my 1 anniversary duty today.
That would be nice.
Okay, but this is all you're getting. Just this one.
I'm drinking limoncello, so a nice little lemon liqueur with.
Hello, everybody.
With bubbly.
I have left the well.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Mr. InStitches has left the well.
He's preening like a cat.
Yes, chest out.
Chest out.
So how are we mixing this today?
Just I guess.
Wow, that
smells good.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just
smells like perfume.
Just a regular shot, and then
so
top
half
the rest
the
up with the
bottle
bubbly.
and
No,
a drop of water.
We're still.
Do you still want that bubbly mix?
Yeah. I like that mix. It's sort of. I like the limoncello straight, but it's a bit too strong while I'm trying to speak. Okay, so now rows 3 to 6 of the stem, or however long or tall or short you want to make it, you're just single crocheting in every stitch around. So this is the home stretch here of our little pumpkin. And to be perfectly honest, I don't bother. Isn't it smell good? I don't bother marking the first stitch of the row, because it doesn't matter if you make 7 even rows, or if you miss a few stitches, or if you add a few extra stitches. You're basically just trying to grow a stem here. And the more kind of abnormal, I want to say, it looks, the more organic it looks. So it tends to look more like a pumpkin. So don't worry too much about stitch count or anything like that. Just focus on making a nice tight stitched stem so that you don't see any of your stuffing.
I might even have a little sip of that.
Refresh. So cheers, everybody. Thank you for joining us on our anniversary, our wedding anniversary party today. We are, yes, Charlie, exactly. I'm going to remember what we're up to here, so I'm keeping not drinking too much. Don't want to get too ridiculous. I mean, we're already having this party in the closet / bathroom, so. Or perhaps it was at Joanne's. Joanne's has the better liquor cabinet, apparently. If you guys were hanging out with us before the live stream started in the chat, we were joking around. I think this was a really good choice of yarn, you guys. This pretty variegated, this is very sort of a dark, variegated group of colors. So far we're getting these really lovely greens and browns and a little bit of that red thrown in there. This is going to be very pretty. I love this pattern. I love all of our pumpkin patterns. I think, you know, depending on the mood I'm in, I like them big, I like them tiny, but this one is just so pretty and textured. I think this one is my favorite decorative pumpkin pattern so far. I will probably design another, but although I do like the idea of doing a gourd, so perhaps we'll do a gourd as opposed to another pumpkin. Plus that'll let me play with my yellows, and I love my yellow yarn too. Welcome, welcome everybody. 17 years today. 17 years of legalized trolling of each other. I'm using a 5.5mm hook, Susan, and it's our Falling Leaves pumpkin pattern. So we do have a tutorial for this, and I'm using a size 5, slightly chunkier weight yarn than the original size 4 I used. This was the original size 4, 2 of them that we used in the original tutorial. This is back loops only. This is regular stitching, but they're both the Falling Leaf stitch. Nico, again, with another 5 gifted memberships. My gosh, thank you, Nico. Oh my gosh, look at this. Debbie, Christina, Rita, Kathy, and Regina.
I stepped out of the well. What did I miss?
Nico's gifted 5 memberships.
5 memberships? Nico's
you.
Getting the...
Every animal.
That was a mediocre. That sounded more like an ox than a foghorn.
Nico, thank you. And sorry about the ox. I know. Oh my gosh. That's wonderful. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, yes. So it's the same pattern as our original tutorial. I'm just using a slightly chunkier yarn today, but the same hook. And I'm using a size 4 medium weight for the stem, which just looks so cute. This really does look like a real stem. This back loops only version of the pattern gives you such a chunky texture, and then that little stem really starts to look like the top of a pumpkin. So 3 to 6 rows, as tall as you want your stem to be. And it doesn't matter if you get every stitch all the way around for a full 7 rows, because you want it to look a little bit quirky. Then when you're done, you think it's tall enough, you're going to pinch the ends together, and you're actually going to sew or single crochet across the sets of stitches. So I'm going to pinch the 2 sides together. Get my yarn out of the way. You see I'm running my hook underneath 2 sets of stitches. Single crochet through the next set, and 1 more at the end. And then when I do a seam finish like this with a single crochet, I like to also slip stitch into the same place that I single crocheted last, just because I feel like it kind of softens that edging a little bit.
A big welcome and thank you to Tracy, who just joined our wonderful InStitches family.
Welcome, Tracy. Thank you so much.
Also, for those of you that are all brand new members, the best thing you can do is go to our community post page on our YouTube channel, and that's where you're going to see most of the perks, the links to perks, the links to free things. What are you laughing at?
Lorraine called you a lovesick moose.
I know, I read that earlier. I was trying to do the foghorn, but it didn't come out right.
Oh, Lorraine, that is so funny. Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. Oh, holy cow. Okay, yes, Mr. InStitches is right. Everything for the family members and our subscribers too gets posted in the community tab, so make sure you pop over and check that out. And if you can't see it on the tablet or whatever software you're using, try logging in to your YouTube account using your device's internet browser, not necessarily the YouTube application. So I know that can be a little confusing for some folks, but that's the best way to do it. It's a good little workaround. But you can also log in on your phone, or you can log in on a computer and see everything there too. I like to slip stitch, fasten off, and then take that tail, and I'm just going to pull it into the body of the pumpkin and use it like stuffing. I don't worry too much about weaving it in. I might take it through a couple of these little stitches here. There we go. And then I push it right through the center, down into the middle of the stem, out through between the couple stitches here in the bottom of the pumpkin. And that just makes it completely disappear. And there we go.
The moose jokes are coming in thick and fast. Now I'm going to have to go check every window and make sure that none of them are looking for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how amplified that was.
Charlie says, careful, Mr. InStitches. You're in Canada. Look over your shoulder
it's
for
so
Mr.
True.
Moose.
It's so true.
With that call.
You don't want to mess with a moose.
Blame it on the limoncello. It's the limoncello's fault.
Yeah, Caroline, what did they put in the well water? It's a good question. Okay. Holy cow. I love this. This one might be my favorite one yet. Look at this. Okay, so this is the back loops only falling leaf stitch. We have a tutorial for it. It's from 2021, so it's not that old. And I just love the textured pattern of the falling leaf stitch worked back loops only. I think that looks just so delicious. It's so very pumpkin-y. I love that rich orange we chose, and great choice on the stem color too, everybody. I think that really gives that because of that dark variegated coloring. It's got depth. It looks very organic. I'd say of the three, this looks almost like the most, from a distance, you might think that was an actual gourd like pumpkin sitting on the well. Sitting on the windowsill.
Laurel just bought the pattern, and our little sound decided to not go off.
Darn
again.
it all! All right, I'm going
to. So a big thank you. Jayda will double check to see if we missed any.
I am going to the shop right now. I am going to thank everybody who has popped in and purchased a pattern today, or several. Thank you guys so much. Our cornucopia sold out. Let me fix that. We do have a cornucopia pattern and a tutorial for it too. I'm just going to make sure that's okay. Okay, and then I'm going to go over here. We have a big thank you to, golly gee, thank you to Nico, Steve, Donna, Susan, Janine, Dawn, Veronica. Thank you to Rebecca, Joanne, Jackie, Carrie, Hope, Karen, Raven, Wendy, Deborah. Thank you to Katie, Laurel, and Magarilla. That's a cool name. Thank you guys so much for popping in and picking up some patterns. Most of them are our pumpkins, and thank you, because our pumpkin patterns are on sale, 30% off today and tomorrow. Since you're here at the live stream, you know that. It's like a little secret sale. I don't know why it works and then it doesn't. It drives me nuts. But thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. We will sing everyone out in a post after the live stream too. We did that last week, and I just love being able to thank everybody publicly. So thank you so much. And I love this pattern. We're going to make sure that the original tutorial for this is linked in the description box. So if you want to give it a try and you need the Cole's Notes version, we've got a nice, clear, proper tutorial for this. Once again,
let's get a nice juicy view of that on screen. You have to hold it up a little closer and up a bit.
This is the back loops only version of the pattern. In the original video, we didn't do back loops only. We just made it using the whole stitch. So I want to make that distinction because you can do back loops only and get this, or use the whole stitch and still get a very nice kind of texture. So if back loops gives you a bit of trouble, or if you're using kind of a thinner yarn and you feel like maybe it's a bit too gappy, go down a hook size. Try to make your stitches on the tight side, but you can do the whole stitch if you want, and you still get a very cute little pumpkin shape going. But this one, I feel like the ridges just kind of give you that pumpkin-y look. This is one of our original pumpkin patterns, so this is that ridge that I'm kind of talking about. That kind of just makes it look like, you know how your pumpkins have that ridge to them. So that's kind of what I was going for today with this back loops only version of the falling leaf pumpkin. I love this bubbly effect. So the size 5 yarn that I use, the slightly chunkier yarn than the size 4, beautiful option. You might want to give that a try. This one is self-striping, so that's really fun if you have some nice fun self-striping autumn sort of colored yarn. Who says a pumpkin has to be all one color? I mean, they don't come in all one color. They come in yellow and black and white and green. I've seen green pumpkins. And I tried this variegated yarn. You all suggested that we use this one. I think that was the right choice. Look how pretty that stem worked out. And of course, I've got just plain green on these guys because these are sort of busier yarns. So I thought the stem being all one color made sense. I don't know. I love it. I love all of them.
Another thank you to Joanna, who just purchased the pattern.
Golly gee. Thank you, Joanna. We are going to thank everybody. Afterwards, we're going to make sure we send out a nice big post to thank everybody with some proper photographs. So I'm going to take some nice photographs of our new pattern. Or I should say our new little stuffy. Joanna, Martha, and Gina. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, and Donna, thank you so much for picking up some patterns today in our Etsy shop.
Our sound effects stopped working.
I don't understand why it does and then it doesn't. It's so silly. It is so silly.
Well, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. We are going to post a big thank you to all of you. I hope you all enjoyed hanging out with us today, and whether you made a pumpkin with us or not, It's our wedding anniversary. It was rainy and blustery out, and we wanted to have a little party with frankly, our favorite people, and that's you guys. So thank you so much for joining us, for hanging out in the closet/bathroom today while we had a little party. Oh, you guys are so great.
With the squirrels.
I sit here laughing
in the closet
with the squirrels. Yeah.
This is a full-on everyone's invited party, even the squirrels. Even the troll. The troll's invited too.
I just love you guys so much. I laugh so much with you all. I love going back and reading the chat. I don't get to see the chat the whole time when I'm working here, so I like to go back sometimes after we've finished the live stream and read the chat, and the stuff you guys say to the mister just kills me. Oh my gosh. So yes, we are going to have the rest of our day. I think we're probably going to have a pizza and maybe watch a movie, something super cute and cozy like that.
Ooh, that's like the best anniversary ever.
It's like the best.
Pizza and a movie?
It's pizza and a movie. It's my favorite.
Oh,
and
I am in.
I'll make you pizza from scratch, my love. That's
from scratch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the good kind of pizza.
That sounds like a party to me.
That's my kind of party. This was wonderful hanging out with all of you guys. So thank you so much for joining us on a Saturday and spending some of your weekend with us. We really appreciate it. And making some pumpkins. If you did a little bit of whip work, great. I'm glad we could be company. Or if you were just lurking, then that's great too. We just appreciate having you guys around so much. So one last reminder, we've got 30% off in our Etsy shop for all of our little pumpkin patterns, pumpkin related patterns, and our pumpkin coloring sheet if you know people who like to color. We've got, so there's 12 things on sale in the shop. We've also having a shop-wide 5 or more sale. It's still in effect until the 30th if you're interested. We will see you Monday. We are going to make fingerless gloves to match our vintage beret and that cowl that we've made last Monday. So this Monday coming, fingerless gloves. You can use the size 4 medium weight, 5.5 millimeter hook. If you're making them for kids, I recommend a G6, a 4.25 millimeter hook. So you can have that ready to go. It's going to be a nice, simple little fingerless glove kind of wrister pattern. I'm really looking forward to that because I love a set for the fall. And we've got more fun coming. So I think, is next Friday the first Friday of September?
I think so.
I think it is.
Let me check my schedule.
Really check your calendar.
Oh my goodness, it's the first.
So it is.
So
okay.
We're actually going to be launching on the 1st.
Okay, so next Friday is the 1st of September, which means it's Fair Isle Friday.
Yes, unless we retire before next week. We might be retiring.
We might be retiring.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll have to think about it and discuss it.
I've had a few suggestions from people on some patterns and some ideas, and I just thank you. Keep them coming. I love your suggestions. Sometimes we get to them quickly and sometimes we don't, but I always love to hear your ideas. Cinnamon, if you're watching, I haven't forgotten about the shoe, but I have a slightly different idea for your Dutch tile blanket. I'm just saying, I have a different idea. I'll message you later. Ms. Rabbit, I will message you about the poncho. I have to check that pattern and just double check the difference between the regular striped poncho and the poncho with hood. And the rest of you, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you, Nico and Connie and anyone else. I hope I haven't forgotten. We will sing you out in a post shortly. Thanking you all for your wonderful support, your membership milestones, for your gifted memberships, for your super chats and your super thanks. And thank you all to everybody who popped into the shop and picked up some patterns. We're going to sing you out in a post after today's live stream. And we will link this pattern down below. So if you want a quick fix recap of it, we've got the original pattern. And we will see you guys Monday. Monday at, I guess it'll be 11 a.m. Eastern is when we will see you for the fingerless gloves tutorial to match our beret and our cowl. I'm having so much fun with these live Mondays, so I hope you guys are too. And we will see you then. Mr. InStitches, do you have anything you'd like to add?
I'd just like to thank everyone for hanging out with us. We had a very busy stream and chat. Thank you so much for all the support and the well wishes. It was wonderful. Well, I guess that's it. Yeah, Great. That's all I can think of.
Okay. Everyone?
You covered everything else.
I think so.
Party's over. Everyone get out. Closet we don't have any more space. Everyone out.
Everybody feel free to hang out.
The cops have arrived. They're breaking the door down. You know, There's sirens and lights flashing.
I think a proper party.
Party's over.
A proper party ends with sirens. Sure. Everybody,
people are dashing into the the yard and the field.
This is Canada. Everybody's running off into the woods.
Pockets and it's a mess.
Everyone's running off into the woods. Yeah,
absolute mess.
Claire says, "Lights off, lights off." Lights everyone running into the woods.
Party's over. Cops are here. Everyone, run to safety.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. We will see you Monday morning. And until then, stay safe, stay crafty, and have a great night.